Tasty coffee. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Alright, let's see what I've forgotten. That's the boy. We had a couple new rules we have to take into account, unfortunately. Of course, heal tool is still off limits. So that sucks. We're stuck with just these two free X's. I can no longer ground break unless I want to cost myself a part on the build for every ground break. Cool. Every time I get revived by an ally, I will also be costing myself a ground break. Not ground break, a part broken. So that's going to be stupid. And of course, I have to still have self-destruct on the bar as long as I'm using this torso. So let's try to replace that as quick as we can. Thankfully, we have a bit of a killer app here in the Dragoons that are going to hopefully do big damage and help us out. Just remember what I had going on here. Okay. Mega Beam Shield's new. We got that cool little beam shield now. Ooh, it has an eye field on it, don't it? I gotta equip that. Vulcan's inline dash. Probably replace dash if anything. Flares, Scissor Claw, laser rifle, good old-fashioned Lancer Dart. Powerful funnels, and the ability to not be there when I'm using them. And we are still using melee. Okay. Pretty sure that Mega Beam Shield has Eye Field equipped. It does. So we're going to put that on instead of dash. We picked up a Javelin as a backup weapon just in case melee eats shit. We have backup rifles just in case. Might equip this anyway. I am more of a single gun fella, but it's more traits. And it's also one more part on our build that I can sacrifice if need be. Okay, so that's just a rapid. High speed with a high speed charge. Try to get some gauge from that if I can. So, realistically, I would really like to update that torso and that Jinx arm. Maybe not Mina yet, because honestly, it's doing good work. Look at that! It's McGill tank! It's a tank! Doing tank things! Is that a Lupin? No, it's a City Hunter. It's a Rio. Neat. Part of me wants to go through this gallery. Oh, that's fucking good. Yikes, that's fantastic. Let's grab a screenshot of that real quick. Oh, that's cute. I'm waiting for something. Adzam! I'm waiting for something horrible that forces me to look away, but in the meantime, these are all cool. Someone's already made it. Okay. Even though it's mostly Penelope chicken parts. Pagani, hey, what's up? I guess technically it's not really a spoiler at the moment when the kit is revealed and everything, but I just don't like it. That's a clever way to do Moon, I suppose. What's that, Astroth head? Yeah. And legs? It's the thing that I recently found out was not in the special movie edition. I actually somehow for decades was not aware. In the movie versions of Seed, they actually cut this part out entirely, and it's just Diarca and Buster taking out Raider with just its gun. It doesn't get beat up. Izak doesn't have to take the gun, and it's something they did not carry over to remaster. They kept the teamwork in remaster. But Diarca gets a kill. Good for him. I like how they do the cars. That's nice. Pushing up the traffic. Taking out Shawnee. There's nothing here, though. A little dark, but I see what they're going for. It's Hidolfer's last moment. Maybe that's why it's so dark, so everything blends together and you can pretend it's actually Hidolfer. Like, I see they have, like, a Dynamis arm shields, kind of making some of the shape. I'm not entirely sure what they use for the cockpit head there, but I'm sure it's obscured in some way. I like this. Get a good build. I'm glad certain series are seemingly getting more attention from releases and games. Like, a lot of people looked at Igloo again after it dropped in Internal. It's a mountain cycle. They couldn't even repaint it? I mean, come on. Oh, it is repainted, I guess. Okay, yeah, so I guess they're finding a double Zeta Capul in a mountain cycle, as opposed to a Capul. Horsey. Hamster. That's a nice use of Gushin Rebake aiming mode sensor. Carta. Overrated slop. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. But this video has done irreparable damage to the fan base. GX bits. What? First off, I gotta go back to that and check it out. Also, what they use for the head on GX bits? I'll take a screenshot of that and try to, like, Well, no, that wasn't like port or anything. It's just weird. What do they use for that? That's Helios torso, clearly. But, like, I'm trying to make out what the head is. Is that a missile pod? With some greeble around it? Yeah, that looks like the standard 6-shot missile pod. Huh. More Hidolfer. Still can't quite see if they... Did they use a mother funnel for the head of Hidolfer? They must have. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense if you use a mother funnel container. That's clever. I should just take some time to find cool builds like this, cosplay builds, and just, like, try to figure out how they did it. I would love to try to figure out how they did it by, like, dismantling it mentally. That'd be a fun activity. More Hidolfer. I don't know, because I don't know where they are. But that's clearly Violent Unit 2. No, Unit 2 is blue. That's, sold? Is this Twilight Axis? No, because there wasn't any Zaku's in Twilight Axis. I don't know what we're doing here. The paint's confusing me. What are we doing with the master effort? Huh. 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 Okay, Broken Magnum is such a sick name. So that's Dryson shoulders, absolutely. Tryon torso, duh. Dryson arm. The back, is that a tactical arms upside down? I'm pretty sure that's an upside down tactical arms. Luna, hey, what's up? It's not a punch, Melga, it's Broken Magnum. I can't quite see the legs, so I can't tell you what they did for those. That's funny. It's Goldie Mark is a missile pod. It's just one big missile pod with a hammer on it. Scooter! That's neat. Oh, also, we're gonna get that and that. Super Fumina Scooter gets a pass. Oh. I don't know what's happening here. Something weird. Some Digimans. Let's give this guy a hand for trying. I know that's a tutorial, but they still uploaded it. He's creepy Pecco. Alright, trying to push Axis. Another mountain cycle. A Bourgeonon. I don't get it. I don't think I want to get it. Those are neat. Alright. See what we can do with this next chapter. And I'm going to have to say it out loud and mentally prepare myself not to ground break. Make sure it's on hardcore. Okay. I should touch any of my backlog, but God knows I don't. Yeah, well, thank your buddy Mana for that. Maybe it's Wayfarer. No. He was, if I get revived, it's Park Break. I'm pretty sure I can blame Mana for the, ground break. But if one of these idiots picks me up, it's also a Park Break, which is a little more reasonable, you know? And I see the prompt come up, and I want to hit it so badly. And I also have to be careful with the lightning kick combo because I can't mash it out. Because what happens if they lose their legs during it? And now I'm mashing out into a parts break. Okay, get out there, boys. Rattle them bones. Yeah, it's kind of the great equalizer to make this game bearable. And now it's gone. God, that Legend backpack was such a good pickup. Woo! I missed whatever that was. No, I thought I was on Vulcans. The total is 1 part. 1 part lost. At the end of this mission, we will be losing 1 part. So just don't touch my circle button. There's no reason to. I have fun playing my favorite game. Get the fuck out of there. I'm scared to even change my paint anymore now. God help me if it's Legend. I don't actually know how to deal with that. Disengage off you. Oh, Milka. You're aware he gave me 20 euros for that, right? Let's say instead, because I don't want to devalue his donation either, let's just say you just saved me from one part break. How does that sound? Thank you, by the way. You just saved me from a part break. I will not be losing a part thanks to that shenanigan from that self-destruct. I appreciate that. Actually, it's funny, when you die, you also break. It's a never-ending cycle. Also, hey, welcome. Oh, that's it? Just a perfect Xeon? Expected something a little beefier. He said a lot of funny stuff, so I can't say for sure. I've been lost in translation. Sometimes I wonder if the repair tool ban was a plot to try to bring up... Oh, don't you dare. Was a plot to try to bring up cow stonks. Since Mana knows he's the only one that consistently uses repair tool for you. So, like, now I'm incentivized to take him during the Four Kings every time, because even if he rarely uses it, it's one more chance for me to heal. Yeah. Ugh, Lao Gundam could be in GBM. Law and GBM would be pretty fun. So would Amazing Barbados Lupus. That's unfortunate. It really was something special. Like, gotcha aside, the ability to just make a new build on the bus or the toilet whenever you felt like it, right there in your hand, easily. And I know the paint wasn't even that robust, but it didn't need to be. Like, the zones were enough. No builder's parts? That's fine. I'm probably not going to use those in real life anyway. Is it? What? Educate me. Why is it the Vietnamese Gundam? Maybe I heard this before? Elaborate, please. It sounds interesting. Oh. Are you? That doesn't sound like a good thing. Is it just like that common and popular? Wow. Specifically Red Frame Kai? Not even like generic Red Frame? Wow. Well, hey, Tactical Arm's gonna tactical. Is this something to do with Tiger Pierce? Be gone, Groundbreak Demon. Huh. I guess. But, like, why not red frame powered? I guess that only has, like, a metal build. So if we're talking about having a Gunpla of it, it's not that great to get. Powered is only metal build, right? They never released anything for that outside of, like, weird third parties? Or do they have a master grade of powered? I know the fucking sword doesn't exist in plastic. But that doesn't mean the arms don't. Okay, yeah, it has a high res. Oh, I was thinking it was a metal build. That makes sense. And then you can optionally get the big fucking sword is like a Peebs. That ground break would be wonderful if I was allowed. Chaos Backpack might be another good way to spend EX if I ever lose this for some reason. The funnels aren't anywhere near as good, but that's a thought. Unfortunately, most of the Chaos Abyss Gaia stuff is all backpack. I love Age. I also love Age. Ooh, we gotta get him burned down now. I can't afford to have, Amatsu go invisible. See if I can get up to a burst breaker here. Ah, did it? No, it's still there. Good. See if I can't get it stunned. Then burst break. Because if it ends up going stealth, then I can't do anything to it. My lineup for G-Gen? No! It's got no health, too! I'll answer those in order. As far as lineup for G-Gen goes, what do you mean by lineup? I haven't quite figured out what I want to do for the next Master League yet. I see you, Whore of Babylon, you ground break prompt, that I want to run over and hit so badly, but I can't. I haven't figured out my next Master League team yet. My last one was Xeon Mobile Armor with Live Concert Zaku. I realized if I set it up properly so that Lacus is faster than the rest of my team, she will... My only SSP is Live Concert Zaku. I figured out if I have her slightly faster than the rest of the team, she will guarantee to use her Morale Aura, the MP Aura, and then the Map Weapon back-to-back. So I had two big fat 2x2s set up as my primary attackers, Big Zom and New Aziel, UR version. And I would have them positioned in a way that as soon as Lacus gets her first turn in the Concert Zaku, she would give them 10 MP, so they get an immediate 20% damage boost. And then they just go off and hopefully clear the stage by themselves. And I'd have one or two defenders to try to back them up. Both of which, Xeon, so New Aziel can get the most support possible from his passive. Second question, what is Vidar Freedom? Ha! So, in the near twilight of GBM's life, there was an official contest held globally. Everyone could enter. You submit your favorite design, and it's rated by the Majin himself, Kawaguchi. And he chose, out of different categories, like 10 designs that he liked that all got prizes. You know, first, second, third, honorable mention, stuff like that. And it was a cool thing, because, like, the goddamn Majin is rating our GBM work. And a couple people I know, Rek got like a 5th or something, Limor got a 3rd in a category for one he did that uses Helmwidge arms. Really happy for him, that was awesome. And then the first place was no one we knew. I suppose the first place would be a representation of Gunpla's freedom, I can't argue that. It was a little number called Vidar Freedom, which was just like... I don't want to disparage it. I don't want to call it lazy, because I'm sure whoever built it did what they liked and stuck to what they liked. They made something they liked, which was like head of and back of Strike Freedom, and like legs of Vidar, and like arms of Vidar, and like a preset purple paint scheme, and that was it. And somehow Vidar Freedom managed to get first place, and was determined by Meijin Kawaguchi to be the greatest Gundam Breaker mobile machine. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, dude. Unless you're thinking of Vidar Chimera, which is just an entirely separate thing. Vidar Freedom wasn't in Batlog. The Chimera Gunpla that he throws together from everyone contesting parts, that was a whole separate thing. That was a whole separate design thing. It wasn't part of that major contest. But there was a Vidar there, and it was pretty cool looking because it had the Sandrock cloak. There's also that awesome petite guy with the Rick Diaz head and the command backpack. Yeah, I think it had Wing Zero custom wings, and it had Sandrock cloak, and it had an orb on its chest from something. Sanawa? It had some kind of orb on its chest. Pretty cool guy. I still think the petite guy one's the best one. Especially the way it just, like, piggybacks off everyone else fire the missiles. That was also an appearance of Ryusei using the Palma, the Destiny Palma, as a ranged weapon. Since Shin never fucking does that. It was cool we actually got to see the Destiny setup using that as a ranged beam. Alright, I will not have to break any parts because Melga's awesome. Wait, no, we got resurrected. Does that stack? It was a self-destruct. No, we're good. I didn't ground break. We're good. There was one part, and Melga saved me. Alright, we're good. No one panic. Shut up. Let's see. As far as weapons go, we're in the 19 range now. I think this is a trap. I think taking a greatsword is going to get me fucking killed. Because while it has super armor, its animations are long and lock you in, and it has super armor. Therefore, I won't be knocked out of any trouble, and I'll probably notice I'm taking damage a moment too late. Greatswords are going to be a trap. Heavy sword's cool, and it's a saber type. Maybe. But I already have 2 solid backup melee weapons. As far as the guns go, this is a really, really great long rifle. I would not mind replacing the shotgun with it. And if I put it in the left hand, it gets 5% stronger. This is okay. These are really not going to do anything. Really, all that does is fire 2 beams out instead of 1. It's cancel combo built in, and attack power funnels. That's a possibility. We'll put a pin in that. I don't think I'm really using melee that much right now. I believe that the funnels are carrying me all the way, and I would like to level them up first. So a better gun would probably be what I want. And considering the only other viable weapon right here at max level is a basic-ass saber, I'm not feeling it this time, gang. As far as parts go, we have lots of choices. The only max level I have here is Chaos, which is fine. Anything in GB4 win. Bis Torso will give me a beam back, as well as a good barrage skill. Put a pin in that. Nothing else here is really doing anything for us. So we're going to put those on a list. Our right arm is currently the... Ooh, we can straight up just upgrade. We could just straight up upgrade the Amatsu arm to a better Amatsu arm. But if this was like level 13 to... Wait, no, that's level 8 right now. Level 8 to level 19. I will get much better resistances. I would get better HP. By a good bit. But honestly, it's not that much of a jump when you actually sit down and look at the numbers. If this was like in the 30s to my level 8 arm, absolutely. But 8 to 19, I'm not so sure. Otherwise, there's nothing else here I'd really consider. The Zakus literally don't do anything. This has some nice skills, but I'm not sure if I want to commit to a level 15. Put a pin in it. I'm definitely not giving up one of my arms for a funnel. I don't want that to happen. And Lightning Ball ain't that great. Left arm. I cannot take this, even though I want to. It is a reward part, so it's off the table immediately. Perfect Zeong, the same problem. I do not want to give up a weapon arm for a funnel. Like, cool, I get a gun out of it, but then I'm giving up the gun anytime I want to use that funnel. Stinky, stinky, smelly. Legs. Unless there's something really crazy here. I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, there's really not. Backpack. Nothing's gonna come close to Legend. And then no shields. Okay. I think Abyss Torso is our next upgrade, gang. Because that also lets me, shit out some EX gauge. I've been finding myself filling up too fast on it. And I think if I'm going to do that, I'm going to be taking the anti-ship rifle as well. One-handing it and just having a strong, powerful gun in the left hand, that's going to shoot my range attack power up quite a bit. Yeah, I think that's the game. That's the game plan. Is that 18? Yeah, not worth it. It's also getting boosted up 5% by its own skill as soon as I put it in the other hand. So it's going to get better, too. Thankfully, I technically have 2 chances to upgrade that right arm, because I can get Amatsu and Amatsu Mina drops as well. Unless that's the same on both. I mean, either way, I'm going to encounter Minas and Amatsus in different stages. Alright. Get on that Abyss. And now we have another offensive option. And another offensive option. X circle. Okay, let's put Scissor Claws on triangle. Let's put Vulcans on X. Wait, no, that's backwards. There we go. And then over here we can throw something like... sure, laser rifle. I'll trust you. Because I want that to happen. And then we're going to remove the range weapons and throw on the anti-ship in the left hand. Which is going to get 5% more power. And it knocks people around, and I can MC shooting with it. Barrage of Fire's back again. So I can use Head Vulcans with this. And it's one of the ones that I could use while moving. That's very nice. Okay. That holds me in place, but that's okay. What do we got for, gauge? So one tap's a 2, and I can feed up to... a little over 3 into it. Alright. Cool. I'm okay with that. Frog. Frong. Maybe this will be better than Tournay Torso. Who knows? Let me actually get into an online room. Not that it's going to matter, I'm not going to be playing with anybody, but just going to be more fun to be in an online room. Is there any sizable ones up? Maverick Spectre always has his up. You know what? Yeah, I'll just join theirs. I appreciate them keeping the lights on, keeping the torch going. Neato. Alright. I don't remember if there is giant bosses here, but I really hope not. Though, hopefully Legend is going to get me through that, since I don't have regular Beam Blast on a rifle right now. Which we've already seen is amazing for bosses. Yeah, that's a nice bit of power. And I can get H parts! Not sure what I would want, but they're gonna be here. Oh, I forgot to update one more rule in the description, which is no nukes. No nukes for the rest of the run. Sorry, no atomic bazooka. I can field other nukes if possible. Not that there really are any. I still got... Ooh, I just realized how much damage I'm taking. I still have that Zambuster if I want to be that guy. Oh, that's pretty good. I will pop my Burst Breaker on whatever the next wave is. So I still have time to get it back after. Legolas, I will take your arms any day. Perfect. Out of there, no muss, no fuss. Actually, maybe I should have saved her for this. That's just FX. What's the worst that can happen? Ow. 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 I'd rather you didn't. Some regen on here. And if I can just get him with that, get him with the Burst Breaker. Good. Alright, threat neutralized. Not a lot of ammo in this thing, but at least it hurts. That's funny. The machine guns on that torso come back faster than my Vulcans do. Sasabi. Welcome to a miserable experience, fam. Just to remind you of my current batch of new Super Chat rules. No nukes. If I end up ground breaking an enemy, I can, but I have to break one part on my build after the mission for every ground break I perform. So if I perform 9 ground breaks, the entire Gunpla goes away. If I get revived by an ally, the entire comes now. If I get revived by an ally, I need to break one part for every revive. And by break, I mean it's not a whole series break, it's a run break. That part is now off limits to the rest of the run. Since Super Chat rules don't carry over from run to run. Or else that would be insane. Yeah, well, Mana did that, so talk to him. Well, and Wayfarer. Wayfarer did the revive one. I'm pretty sure Mana did the bad one, the ground break. He's also banned Beam Saber combo and Heal Tool. Let's blame him for literally everything. Try to get some gauge up here. I can work with this. Ah, barely got any of them. That's okay. Joke's on him, I turned his Super Chat into our hamburger. I really want to keep using Lightning Kick, but it's too dangerous. Because what happens if I'm mashing triangle and they lose their legs and a part break prompt appears? So I gotta use the much worse rapid punches. Thankfully, since we finally removed our torso, I no longer have to worry about self-destruct. Lancer Dart. I won't do it, and you can't make me. Let's get these guys out now so they just focus on the boss when it comes out. Gale. Well, I guess we're starting over here with new. Forbidden breaking. Really? That didn't catch Nightingale at all? It's unfortunate. Ooh. Dump it now. Yes. Wow, that was almost not worth it. I got my ass kicked in there. Okay. Yeah, Sasabi's next to go. Let's get a little insurance. Yeah, let's get a little insurance. I'm a little wary because I only have one ally in this mission, and that feels like it's asking for trouble. And that one ally is not the incredibly based cow. Ooh, that could have been really bad if that didn't just whiff me. I don't know why I thought I should just run straight at him. More than once, I've been laid low by running into dudes' beam blasts. It's fine that I missed that. He doesn't have much life left anyway. Okay. Get these dudes out before the transition, so they'll focus fire on whatever I come across. It is a boss. Oh, is this the double perfect grade fight? No, it's just Big Zom. Okay. I was concerned it was going to be, Grandpa then Grandpa. I don't remember when that was. Or God forbid, two at once. Riser and, God at the same time. I don't know where you're going with that. Thanks for stopping by, man. We're not going to risk it. Let's do this. Then let's get these out. I'm not here. You can't see me though. Okay, that's 2 out of 3 down. Maybe that was all 3. I might have made a mistake. So now it can target me with those toes. Trying to get enough gauge up for both is going to be rough. Just get the fuck out of the hole zone. Don't even fuck around with that. That's what you get. Move. Why is it tracking me? You're not supposed to see me. I'm just scared to get near its legs. Yeah, whatever's happening near it doesn't involve me. Kill yourself. No. Okay. We're still good. Keep up momentum. Up. Yeah, I know how to avoid that one. It's Toesy Woesies. When he comes down, I'll burst break. Endure. Okay. Woo. I didn't think it was going to do that, and I don't know how I survived that. But the virus shield's down. Yeah, okay, that definitely dealt more than I wanted to. It feels like it's not doing as much damage as I expected, and I'm not going to complain, but... crab walking at me. Okay, I gotta get her up. Big spooky boss fights. But he's almost through. Okay, we got this. We just gotta stay the fuck away from him. Woo! I don't know how I lived. Clearly grabbing the torso was the right choice. It probably got me just enough defense to make it through that. Yeesh. Okay, so now's probably an appropriate time to grab a... I can't use that gun. That gun's broken. Now's probably a good time to grab a melee weapon. Frankly, just a basic saber would be perfect. Yeah, because none of the rest of these really do anything special. And that'll just be a nice, simple, maxed out. Mecha Gatling gun, but there's nothing really going on with the traits in particular that are crazy. More ammo off right Gatling, but eh. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Heads, we're not really getting anything special out of this. Bodies, we already just got a body last mission, so we're not going to worry about it. We've already learned that limited disengage actually sucks, so we're not going to take that. Right arm. Legless, but way too low level. Gaffrin, but way too low level. Left arm. Gaffrin, but too low level. There's nothing maxed out here. Legs don't have much better. New gun and backpack, but we already are rocking the legend. Neither one of these shields do anything. I can't use Jigen's shield. That is broken. We had that on a prior build. Yikes. So no shields are worth it because the only decent shield's already broken. There are no max level left arms except Sasabi and Jigen, but why would I? There's no right arms worth swapping out Amatsu for. There's no max level heads either that do anything. Damn. Gafford right, but it's only 16. It's not worth the benefits. I guess since my other arm's not really doing anything anyway, guess I could grab that Sasabi arm. At the very least, it has... Yeah. Backpacks are out. Legs are out, because there's nothing here really worth it. Hand grenade's pretty good, though. Nah. I guess it's just gonna be a Sasabi arm here. Pretty sure next chapter is also going to be level 19. Okay, we'll make do. Oh no. Wait, why is it weaker? It's weaker than my melee? $26.19, $24.81. The fuck? Also, I had the thought, what's gonna stop me from accidentally groundbreaking if I'm already using triangle to attack? It's gonna make groundbreaking more dangerous too. But melee is stronger? It can't just be the... It can't just be the left close range weapon percent. Because, like, that's just 2%. But it's a higher level, so my melee skills will go up. But the only melee skills I'm currently rocking are Scissor Claws. I mean, Gen Claw, but I don't use that. Huh. Well, that's a real fart of a mission, ain't it? This is a nice boost, though. I'll take that. But we are going to have to adjust that a little bit closer. And a little lower. There's no way we're not going to clip. We're just stuck with clipping. That sucks. But it is what it is. Unless I... go for the fucking Nyx Providence look. We'll have to be at the other arm. Are we gonna Nyx Providence? There we go. Perfect. Probably gonna make that beam shield invisible, honestly. Yikes, we're not getting much out of this, are we? Alright, so... Tau and Lilin mission. Perfect. Should have an easier time. I'm fairly certain there's only... big bosses at the end? Nah, whatever, we'll figure it out. I got what I need to make it work. I'll watch myself waddle up. Where am I? There I am. I've just been off screen the whole time. Alright. Stop blocking! That's so weird that the melee is stronger than my Saber. I just don't have a good reason to use the Saber then. Not just to boost that move. Zagakzaku 2. Ion. I don't remember if I need to... Ooh, Raptor Break, that's right. It does have a very strong move on its legs. I don't remember if I need to, have both arms to use the Rocket Punch. I feel like since he just did it with both arms, the answer is yes. So that might be off the table, unfortunately. Fucking greatsword. Oh, that got so close to doing a ground break. Thank God I was using a skill. Okay. If we're really lucky, we can get through this part with all the Fumina parts without any sick fuck gear to super chat me into something silly. I really like powered cardigan stuff. Might consider the legs. I'm not really doing much with them otherwise. Like, I got the scissor claw, but that's it. Alright, so she's down, then I only have chaff left. No need to recast anything. Since they are of no threat. Let's get some gauge back. That was so dangerous right there. I decided to try to use the scissor kick when I had a ground break in front of me, and I have that set to triangle. Woo! Build Strike don't really got too much going on either. Sadly. It's all in that backpack, which I'm not going to be swapping out anytime soon. Not if I actually hope to clear this challenge someday. No, get away. I have no head. Yeah, none of that Saber combo, please. I'm not a fan of getting my shit kicked in that way. Not when every single time revive is going to cost me a part. Okay, I shouldn't need to re-up the Dragoons now. I can just focus on getting gauge for the next wave. Wow, that does like no damage. Okay. get you guys out of here. I'm not going to say no to your help. Avalanche legs? No, because I think they have a beam saber combo in them, and I can't use that. So it wouldn't really be worth much. Can I get all three of you? No, but I got you at least. Regular double O doesn't have a whole lot going on for it either, honestly. We just had a discussion about a lack of games representing the front-facing drive gimmicks that I oh so enjoy. Like, SDGO did it, and maybe a couple G-Gens for, Double O's block. That's it. Alright, who's the boss? Not you guys? Alright. I thought I would have hit boss by now. Line it up, and failed. That's fine. That's fine. Click some gauge, and then launch the funnels out as the boss cutscene triggers. Alright, and then launch him out now. Oh, there's still one left. That's okay, it'll go down fast. Then Wave Boss shows up. Yeah, I got both of them. Worth it. Okay. Magnum's down. Daiba honestly isn't much of a threat, so I'll just focus on Mei herself. Wait, it has a beam saber combo. I need to get the fuck away from it. That's the highest chance of something's just gonna shred me instantly. I want a ground break so bad, but I can't. Not even as a treat. Okay. Now ready for whatever the phase brings. I don't remember if this is a big boss or a couple small dudes. Hope it's not a big boss, because... yeesh. Oh, the Unicorn and Grandpa combo. That's okay, we'll make two. We'll do one of these, and then one of these, and then one of these, and then one of these. And I'm against the wall. I can't reach his weak point because of the wall, which I guess is fine. Thankfully, Unicorn Vulcans are not attacking me because I'm invisible. Grandpa will be the easiest one to deal with, so he's going down first. And up and over and drop. Ugh. You know what? At least he got Grandpa too. I do appreciate they still hit each other. Like that. Oh, they actually got each other down like idiots. Can I get, yeah. That's worth it. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, virus shield's up on Gramps. Yeah, sure, hit Grandpa again. Oh, you got Unicorn this time. Way to go, idiot. Ooh, I saw that too late. Get some passive regen back up. Over. Yep, thank you. Over. Yep, thank you. Need to pick her up. And up, and guide it into Grandpa. Hey, we're getting pretty good at this. And over. And over to Grandpa. We're getting pretty good at fucking the old man up. At least using the other guy to do it. Gotta put myself between the two of them. Grandpa's on his last bar. Away. Yep. Ha! Yeah, unicorn. Alright, that's Gramps. This will be much easier now. Cool. And the Lancer Dart's able to take down a weak point. All by itself. Cool. That seems to be the best combo for building. Ow, ow, ow. It's not doing bad damage either. Ow. Is Unicorn technically the weaker of the two in this fight? I'm kind of getting that feeling. Oh, NTD. This has new moves. Still a bitch. Oh, this is one of those beams that actually tracks the enemy too. Thank God. Oh, I don't know why I just stood there. Let's see if we can break the virus shield. Yep. We'll get him with a burst breaker as he's coming back down again next time. I should be able to keep it up till then. Right, he's also going to give me no chance to actually hit his weak spots. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of problems with this. Give him the Shot Lancer next time he has a weak spot. Just like that. Okay. And that's the third one. Cool. No, it's not. Just it's done. Alright. Out, out, out. And to the right and drop. I know your tricks by now, sir. I know your little trickery tricks. I know everything you're going to do. This might have been the easiest time I've ever had with this dude. Get it. Alright. Martial Art 18. I am very tempted just to pick that up. Close range weapon 10. Yeah, there's no reason not to. I think we're going to take the martial art unless something else really exciting pops up. Claw. Suplex City? Nah, it's going to be martial art. Because there's no good guns either, so. Absolutely taking martial art for this. It'll be a huge boost in power compared to what we're using for our melee. Claw's technically stronger somehow, but that's fine. And then no good guns, of course. For heads, we have Daiba, which looks great but does nothing. Double O, which looks good but does nothing. No. We already have a good torso. I don't need to grab another one. Right arm. We just picked up a left arm. Maybe a good right arm to balance it out. Maybe Exia? I get Saber Throw, I get Vulcans. Get a Beam Saber combo. Potential. Left arm we just replaced, and there's nothing here worth it otherwise. Shield bit, but nah. Legs, we cannot use these. Because they are broken, thank God. Magnum legs have Beam Saber combo, which is currently banned. Gen Claw. I guess that'll kind of be a upgrade for what I'm using now. I'll still get the same kind of skill, just with a different look and better stats. Potential. I might go for that. That's her backpack? Oh. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. I think we're going to take some dash legs. If that sounds good to the committee. So head's gone, body gone, arm gone. And then we pick up martial art as well. That'll just be a nice straight upgrade to the beret ones we're already using while looking more turtley. Movement speed, HP goes up quite a bit. Oh. Oh, hello. We'll see if we can find a better paint too, but that's looking nice. Then I get GN Claw and full vernier. And then for our melee weapon, why did power go down? Why'd the power go down? Why is this so strong? Hold on, we gotta investigate this. $32.87. 77. $34.16. Why is it better? It's like 6 levels lower. Does melee just do that much more damage? Then why bother picking up any other weapon? I don't understand. It's not even particularly faster using it this way. I mean, it's cooler. That's all it has going for it. I'm doing less damage for some reason. It will boost the power of this, though, probably. Let's confirm that. If it's significant difference in my claw, then we'll roll with it. $18,552. Can I hit from neutral? No. $18,552. It's quite a bit more damage. So I guess we're going to be going martial art then. At least I have a very strong backup weapon. I need it. I mean, that's something. Let's see if we can't find a slightly different paint scheme as well. We've been using this one for a hot minute. At guy is new and actually looking pretty cool. Command. Full armor knight. Tropin ain't bad either. Rebake looks good for once. Usually Rebake falls short because the legs end up being some weird black boots. It actually works in these zones. IJ. Kind of feeling at guy a little bit. Maybe, maybe. I'm feeling either at guy. I like what it does with the stripe on the arm. Feeling either at guy or Gushin Rebake. Well, Rebake's gonna have to do something about the arm shield. It's going to bother me otherwise. That's a start. Let me get this to like a different brown. Carbon fiber. Yeah, sure. That actually looks really cool. Damn. That's acceptable. See if maybe we can pop a new head on this mission. What you think, gang? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 more missions to burn through. You are the stars of hope. Alright, I only have Mister here, so I gotta be careful here too. Are there any heads with burst actions? We don't look bad at all. Actually, on second thought, the white frame on bottom with the black frame on top isn't really consistent. That's bugging me. How the legs have white armor. Whatever, it's a preset. None of you care anyway. Alright, stay away from my HLV. Please stay away from my HLV. Hey, I just said. This doesn't feel as good as Melee does. But I'm gonna have to deal with it. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep trying to use Claw Kick when I know there's a ground break in front of me? And all I'm doing is just risking my parts. Oh, wow. Hold on. Why is that pop-up kick doing so much damage? That one. I just gotta be careful because, you know, part break. Like that. Do not approach her without pants. Mister, why do you always have to be involved in HLV missions? What's your fucking problem? Master's down. Okay, goodbye, I guess. Burning field dash. Alright, got through that. It was worse than usual, but we got through it. Zeta. Alright. We shouldn't have too much trouble with this. I just don't remember what's lurking in the final step. I always hate when I only have one ally, because I feel like that's guaranteed to be a large boss that I'm going to have to maybe have trouble with. Or at least play it safe, because if I can't have two allies to revive me, it's going to get messy. Zeo. Zeo hurts. Okay, good. Got them behind it. And all we really have left to deal with is him. Like, just farm some gauge off of. These guys can just be gauged up, since none of them have any skills that threaten me. And Downdock barely has anything at all. It's got a claw, that's all it has going for it. Which is a shame, because it's a cool new model to Breaker. We had it in mobile, but it didn't really have much but the claw either at that point. Aesthetically, it was fantastic. It's a shame now that it's in a console Breaker, it doesn't do anything. Let's give it like a beam shotgun or something. I can afford to spend it. Hey, 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 buddy! Calm down. Honestly, the unicorns don't have a lot to offer me either. Not unless I want to give up a lot of my savage pieces already. Okay, so Banshee down. Banshee Claw might be nice. But without NTD, I'm stuck using it as a grab and not a Chaos Dunk. I don't have anything else to NTD at the moment. Get out of that corner, just in case. Unicorn down. The Gatling gun might be a nice pickup, honestly. Might be about time to grab a Gatling. Really feed my EX meter for these beams. I don't think Phoenix has anything that can threaten me. It has no burst. It has the funnels. It can use them as Gatling, or use them as beam guns. It can't use soft chest touch. Yeah, Phoenix really isn't a threat to me. Kind of a free boss. Oh, is it going to be a trio? Oh, right. The DLC, the GB4 trio. The new guys. You were given my first target. God, I will gladly trade my Amatsu arm for a Daryl arm. I can still use the right one, just not the left one. Left one is broken. That's a threat to me, but it's facing the wrong way, thankfully. Ariel's little beam field would be a problem. Thankfully, it's not. Okay, let's focus on Daryl next. Oof, okay. Okay, so I guess it's too spread out for that, thankfully. Okay. And we got through this without much difficulty. Maybe I really should have been using modules before, because this martial arts, the melee modules, they're kicking ass. Okay, melee 19. I can't tell if that's still lower, though, for some reason. It should be stronger. It has left close range weapon power. But the last 3 drops I got were not stronger. Ugh, okay. Well, I have my share of good weapons. I'll probably go for that Gatling gun. Yeah, long range capacity, right, Gatling. That right there is going to be big. First parts go, do we have any cool heads? Barzam. We like Barzam. Dark Army. Rose. Maybe Barzam. I do need a head at some point. And the next mission is going to be an SD mission that's going to give me jack shit. Oh, there's no bodies of note here. That's unfortunate. Right arm. Can't use this. Godfinger and Sekia Tenkyoken? Those are both very strong options. Another way to burn gauge. I'll be giving up Lancer Dart, but not that big of a deal. If you were slightly higher level, you would have everything going on for you. Though you are still an improvement, stat-wise, over what I have. Cubile right arm, we meet again. But I just got that Sasabi arm. Do I need both masters for Juniopai Daishashe? Maybe, no, maybe, I don't remember. That's a solid pick, but it's also only 15. But Rose Hurricane is stupid. Absolute Clown Shoes. It's just like Psycho Jammer. Legs, we just picked up a good leg. But that would be pretty good too. Bound Dock. Bound Dock would have been a fun replacement for Red Beret if I didn't already have Avalanche. Really nothing in backpacks is going to convince me to swap right now. Zeta Shield would be missiles, I guess. Nah. So right now, I'm thinking... we're definitely going to keep the Gatling. That's a given. But... I'm thinking either... No, honestly, the heads aren't going to do anything. There's no value heads here. Gushin's still winning out. I think it's going to be Master Right Arm. The stat difference between the two is almost nothing, because the HP skill makes up for it. This will look better with Sazabi Arm. This just has better utility if I have access to those missiles. I also don't know if I have access to Sekia Tenkyoken without both. Safer bet. We'll just have to find a better head next mission. Maybe we can get a Musha Mark II. Alright, so right hand's going to be the Gatling. And right hand is going to be swapped up from Master. I don't have access to those. I do have access to Sekia Tenkyoken, but I can't use the missiles without both of them. But I have Darkness Finger now. And Distant Crusher to grab people with. Whatever that does. Or to get me towards a boss, more importantly. Two-bar, big damage grab. Okay. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Bump, 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 bump. Kick, kick, kick. Pull back, Darkness Finger. And it misses! Boo! I'm gonna make that arm white. Gonna bother me otherwise. But at least I now have something better to burn some gauge on if I need to. Edit, save to palette. Okay. I'll keep the rest like it's a glove. That honestly looks a little too plasticky. I will go with it. Now we're getting into too egregious safety orange. Honestly, that being like a nice matte black might be nice. Or even just also sand. Then maybe the tip can be something. No. No, that's fine. That's fine as is. And we're going to try to conquer the last mission, which is the SD one. See what we can do. I would kind of love to get his gun again. I won't lie. Oh my god. I'm getting lit the fuck up. And since this is one of the early target missions, I'm not getting parts off anyone else but him. No point in fighting anyone else but him. I got the dart cannon. That ain't bad. It's good that it does that, but not really, because I can't take advantage of it. Hopefully it'll do some good damage to, Dong Zuo. I like Dart Cannon. I'm glad we got it. Hey, we got the long rifle, too. The one that looks like the Agni. Pretty sure that comes with its own shit. If we can get really lucky, I might get the Musha Mark II head. That would please me. Line them both up. Musha Mark II arm. I didn't see anything else drop. Got Maru arm. Maybe that gun will be useful. I feel like I recall it having a burst action. Okay. Zero, you're so cool, but you have none of the cool stuff that makes you cool. God, it's such a shame. Zero backpack. That unicorn shield would be something I consider, because call is really nice. But I have to be really lucky for that. I got the head. I might take that, honestly. If no better options present themselves. Blue is down just about. And then we can focus on... Wait, that was Liu Bei. Here's other Liu Bei. Ryubi. Wow, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Like, deletes grunts, but that's it. Feed me meter. Dongers. That was okay damage. I'm not threatened very much by Dongers 1. I know I'm not going to be taking much off this. I can just throw a fat Sekia Tenkyokens at it. Next one. Oh no, against the wall. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. He's not doing as much as I feared. I'm really surprised I haven't hit phase 2 yet. There it is. There's Dinosaur Dongers. Boy, that does so much to him. I am pleased with that. Get me out of here. Fuck off. Get all the hitboxes. Kind of weird he doesn't use his funnels in it. Yes, keep throwing out fat Sekias. This makes this really easy. Ooh, get up in the air. Ooh. This is actually going to be really bad. Oh, that doesn't track either. Damn. Aim through his tail? Yeah, but it's not that great. If I just stay under him, is that cool? Apparently. And that's him. Okay. Surprisingly, without too many incidents, we got through Chapter 4. Right, so we have nothing really great except for basic sabers. We have a nice long-range beam blast gun that happens to have its own burst action. And dart cannon, which fucking rules because it's dart cannon. I might take dart cannon. Put a pin in that. For heads, Phoenix Strike, Unicorn, Liu Bei. For body, Dragon Phoenix Strike, which isn't doing anything. Right arm. Really nothing's going to give us anything special. At this point, our only outdated part is shield and head. Yeah, we got the binder! Not this cool one, of course, but we got the non-cool one. Call is a really interesting burst action that travels vertically from above. It drops like swords from the heavens. But I'd be losing eye field. Percentage defense is really nice. I do need a new head, and it would help the overall profile of the machine. Yeah, you know what? None of you are here to care anyway. I'm gonna go for Night Unicorn head. None of these other parts, unfortunately, are doing anything for us. And then the question is, Geki Ryoho or Dark Cannon? Casey, yo, I just beat Chapter 4. You missed the entire stream. But good to see you all the same. I'm debating now, since I've pretty much decided the head's going to have to be this, because I don't have an updated head. And nothing else that we have dropped is worth anything, because it's the Cursed SD mission. The only funny things you missed is in the very first mission, I accidentally self-destructed, and Melga super chatted to save my broken part, so I didn't have to give one up. So, where I'm at right now, what I'm thinking. Geki Ryuho not only has its own burst action that could be useful down the road, but it's also a beam-style rifle, so I'll have that beam blast for large bosses to just tear through them. And it's cool because it's an Agni that looks like a dragon. But Dark Cannon is motherfucking Dark Cannon. It has cancel combo, which is just strong. It'll support my beam blast I'm already using. And it's Dark Cannon, which is cool. Remember how much fun we had it last time? Pulling dudes in with it? But cool and useful. Long range option cooldown. Attack power left Gatling. Which I am currently using a Gatling. Okay, so the way I see it, Dark Cannon really rules. It's like the coolest fucking gun. But we've already used it before. And this is new. I have, and it was cool. Maybe next time, Dark Cannon. So it's going to be Geki Ryuho and Night Unicorn Head. Beast mode. It's funny that his normal mode, his night mode, his mask mode is never in this ever. Wasn't in GBM either. Level cap unlocked. All these parts are going to be left behind. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like first. Well, I just gotta keep it, don't I? And then left hand, anti-ship rifle can take a hike for Geki Ryuho. And let's see what we have going on for the burst action. So right now I have that master arm that gives me Sekiya Tenkyoken, which is good. A fat 100k, even with a stronger head. I got these dudes doing a lot of the work. I have to grab. I no longer have Vulcans, which is sad, but is what it is. I'll move something else to the top bar. And then the burst action, if I remember correctly, is this the one that puts up the pentagram that you rush through? Yeah, okay, so it's a blast. That anyone caught in the blast takes big damage. And the blast and the pentagram are independent of each other. So it'd be like... And still get the pentagram guy. And not really lose any damage? 220,000? Yeah, I barely lose any damage. The beam just stuns them. Give me a setup for that. It could be very useful for clearing out like a huge wave of dudes fast. Of chaff, without having to set up Senkia Tenkyoken. But it doesn't do as much damage as Senkia Tenkyoken against one guy. But not that much different, honestly. Senkia Tenkyoken might also have hitbox advantages. Okay. The gun as well doesn't fire normally, but has the beam blast when I hold it. Excuse me, are you doing 100k on your own? Damn. So pretty much half of what I got going on from a full use of my burst. 40k from a full mag? That's not bad. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. And we have managed to replace all our parts from last session. That makes me happy. Might lower the backpack a little bit to get it out of the head's way. Not much I can do to get out of the head's way, honestly. The horn's gonna keep clipping. I don't have a lot I can actually replace that with. More eye field. No, because if they eat shit in this and I have to build it, I can't shrink the head. In real life. That's the good stuff. That looks nice. I forgot you can do that with Legend. Am I stupid? I totally forgot you can do that. But thanks to how I have the backpack, it's all fucked up. I can't do it right. Not aiming straight. Alright, what can I do if I orient that normally? First off, save this loadout. Oh, that's not too bad, but it's gonna have to come out a little bit. Which is fine, it's got plenty of room. It's gonna have to come up a little bit. Now, does it actually work properly? Yes, now it actually will blast them. Except it has no verticality? Oh, fucking gross. So if I knock him up... it does that, I guess. Even a little bit in the air is too much for it. Don't like that. Yes. Oh, that killed my I-pose, or my T-pose. That is acceptable. It is still attached to the back of the head. I'm a big old dinosaur. Okay. Let's make sure there's not any better default paints, but I think I like this. Dom Tropin's okay, but we just used Dom Tropin. Ooh, that's strong. You're a Doga, you're on the list. Ha, looks like a baseball cap. And it changes the gun to the right glow color. head looks off-center thanks to the arm. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. How we feelios about Curios? The base body being orange with armor over it is consistent. Ooh, Virtue's nice and clean. But it's only clean. IJ always looks good. Too much. Closer. Hideyoshi looking ass. Now, I think we'll remain as is. Kyrios is good, but... well... no, Kyrios is just good. There's no but. The only thing I'd change is make that inner arm orange on the right arm. Now, it's also weird that the torso is all orange. We'll leave it be so we can be a dinosaur. Is there anything that makes him look like a scary Rex? Kinda. Something that also doesn't let it clip. I kind of like that. I would really like that with less clipping. Where'd the other leg thingy go? Why is there only one? It's on different legs. Yeah, look at that. Dino mode. Problem is, when I get distracted, I never remember what direction I'm going in. That ain't bad. If you just ankle it so you can't even see the arm anymore, that ain't bad. A little bit out so everything's captured. Cool. I like that. And I like you guys. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks everyone who was hanging out. We got through chapter 4 even with the restrictions. We'll try to blast through 5 next week. Oh, and once that happens, we'll only have the 4 kings in our way. Hopefully we can get through them. Y'all be excellent. You're all cool, as always. Thank you for being awesome. Enjoy the rest of your week.